Last one. If you were going to operate this machine, startup would be the first procedure. You would come up here, turn the key on, hold your tattletale in, then start the machine. Once the machine is running, you hold the tattletale in for approximately 3 to 5 seconds. Once the tattletale is released, you can then turn your throttle up by turning this knob until the engine is somewhere between 18 and 2000 RPMs for normal operation. After this is done, you can then operate the controls. Here we have our drum selector so that you can select the drum that you wish to operate. Turn that. At that point, your main joystick has control. You can move this out, in, depending on what you're doing, or hoisting or lowering. At that point, you can move your load up, down, wherever you want to go. You let go of the control, the brakes automatically apply, everything stops. You have infinite speed control from hardly moving all the way up to the maximum speed of the machine with this control. If you are going to be in a free spool position, whether you're dropping anchors or spuds or freewheeling cable out while positioning anchors, whatever the situation may be, we don't recommend use in hoisting. We feel that a controlled lowering is better. But at any rate, this control does work well, and we have lowered hoisting loads with it. I feel that it's one of the best hydrostatic controls or pneumatic controls that I've operated as far as brake controls go. Not quite as good as mechanical crane controls, but overall a good control. Now, if you're going to operate this control, you will turn this knob back to the center position, and at that point you can then operate this control, and you will push it away from you to release the brake. You will do this very easily until you start to see movement in the drum, and so on and so forth. When you let off of it, it will stop again. You push it, it will start to release the brakes until you find the desired drag that you're looking for. The next operation would be the dogs. It's an over center spring apply, so you can pull that in, and then you can then hoist up, and it will ratchet until you find the desired stopping point. At that point, you stop the load and lower it slightly until it gets on the dog and the drum stops. At that point, it's good to go. You can park it with a load, whatever you may need to do. Under no circumstances do you ever throw the dog in while the load is going down, unless it's a dire emergency and there's no other alternative, because it will cause damage. The last function is the cat head. If you wish to operate the cat head, you can do this by switching this switch and then selecting whichever joystick control you'd like to use. You can use either. At that point, you could then operate the cat head separately from the drums, and you can suspend a load on the drums while using the cat head. After you're done with the cat head, turn the switch back off, and you can then return to normal function. Thank you.